Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a project share video, and what I'm sharing with you is all the amazing things that we got to make during Anna Griffin's first day of Create November 2025. It was such a great event, so many beautiful things that we got to play with, and so many new tips and tricks and techniques that we got to learn. It was fabulous. Let's go ahead and jump right in. There were 3 classes and several projects that we got to make today. The first class was cards. We made 3 cards, and these are the cards we got to make. This year, she had a new style on how she was teaching the classes, and the primary theme was to utilize all the dies that came in the Create Event box in different ways, and that's what was evident throughout the whole day of crafting. This uses your traditional card layering dies with the gorgeous paper that came in the event, and then also utilizes a tag die set and stacked up all nice and gorgeous with all the ephemera pieces that came in the kit, and just made for an absolutely beautiful card. We what do you say there? We learned how to add a little bit of texture and height to our elements, stack them all up, and just make beautiful pieces. And like, right, oh my gosh, this thing has so much dimension. It's absolutely beautiful. What I did change was I changed the sentiment so I could use it for anything. The other thing that I changed on mine was, instead of popping this on a card base, I actually cut my card base out of that beautiful paper that came in the kit to create this 5x7 card. I just like the fact that I could see more of the beautiful paper. Plus, it also made it very decorative on the inside, which I really like. That extra little bit something something on the inside of the card, and this just came out so pretty. This next one, oh my heavens, this Jasmine paper collection, this is some of my most favorite. It's absolutely beautiful. This blue color is just stunning. This is basically the exactly what they did, other than same thing. I cut out my own card base and to utilize both sides of the paper and give it a little something extra on the inside, and then added a couple little cabochons to the middle of the bows. But this was a super fun technique where we cut the middle of the tag out and layered it among some elements, adding floral embellishments, and just came out really pretty. And this is the new this is some of that new uh navy blue matte matte foil cardstock, and it is gorgeous. It's like a tealy navy blue. It's so pretty, and this paper is just absolutely gorgeous. This kit was nothing short of wow. It was absolutely beautiful. And so this was the beginner class, this was the intermediate, and then this was, or yeah, intermediate, and then this was the most complicated one. And this was really fun using the postbox dies. It has a fun little door opening element that this is included in the die, but then this space here they utilize to put a fun little message pull out on the inside of this little slot. We stacked it up to add little space there so we could get this little element here. You could technically actually add a gift card to the back of this and then pop it in there, and it would just be a fun way to give a gift card. I added the little pull ribbon on the top of the tag just because it made it easier getting that element out of the inside of the card. I found when I made a couple before, when I was just playing around with the die and I wanted to utilize the space as well, that when I added the ribbon, it made it easier to get the gift card holder out, and made it just a lot nicer to use. So, and then on the inside, added a few rub-ons and some of the new fun things that came in the Create box this year, and thought this just came out really pretty. So that was the first class. Like, right? How beautiful is that? So, oh, and so then the other cards that I made using this is one of the first ones I made. Stuffed it with some of the elements out of, gosh, oh, these little elements are from the, I've got a postbox die. It's a mailbox die set. that had these little envelopes in there, and I just kind of stuffed them in there. These little elements came out of a Christmas collection that I just kind of faked in there. It was like a little faux stuffed mailbox, but then I wanted to utilize the door opening as well, and added some little Christmas lights, a little scene in there, and thought it came out really, really pretty. And just think this is just super fun. Had to add some weight and fun elements to the inside of the card, so that way it would stand up on the table on its own. If I didn't add that, the card actually wouldn't stand up. So I had to add quite a bit of weight to the inside. So this one's going to be something that goes with the gift or a lot of extra postage. The other thing is this is made with Anna Griffin's shiny red foil. This is the best color. I think this postbox die is absolutely gorgeous in that shiny foil. Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. I don't know if it can show on camera how gorgeous this postbox die. And then this is Anna Griffin's matte gold. It is so beautiful. This die set, oh yeah, it is great. So this is an whoops. This is another one I made, and I did the same. So I did the same thing with this one. Utilized this little opening here, added a gift card to it. There again, had to use the what's going on here? Had to add a ribbon pull to the top of it, and then I also noticed too, whether sliding in or out, this wanted to impede, so I ended up adding the sticker to help it slide out. Oh, and it was to disguise the ribbon, because I noticed the ribbon. That's what it was. I disguised the ribbon because I noticed it was hard to get this in and out if I didn't have a ribbon pull on it. And so then this is just a little gift card. That's where my diamond press thing is. It's the size of a gift card, so I stuffed it in here to see if it was going to fit, and then I forgot to take it out. I was looking all over the place for that. So yeah, so gift card holder. And then the other thing I figured out was you don't want to put anything on the front of this because it impedes it going back into its little home. So you have to hold the little opening, and then you can pop it back down in there. But yeah, and then the other cool thing about this card is I made a shaker window. Oh, look at that fun little Christmas scene. And then it's just a fun little snow-covered shaker window. Like, isn't that pretty cool? I think that is so fun. And then there again, decorated up on the inside. It had to add weight because of this hanging off the front. It was so much bulk that it just wanted to tip over. But it was pretty fun. I get to use up some of the scraps and extra things I had in my stash to make a fun little design on the inside, and thought that got a little place to write there, and thought this just turned out really, really sweet as well. So yeah, those were the ones I did before the event, just playing with the die, because I think the die is absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely die set. So that was pretty fun. So then the next project, class 2, we got to make these lovely boxes here. This is, oh, shucky darn. I keep knocking everything over. This first one we got to make, look how beautiful this box is. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. I just love this paper. It's so pretty. On my pull tab, I actually added a little eyelet. So that way it was just a little bit more pretty, and look at how fun that is. I also altered the size of mine. Mine actually holds a 5x7, not these 5x7 cards. Well, it does hold this card, and it will hold an envelope as well. So I was planning on like gifting a set of 5x7 cards and envelopes in this, so I made it to fit that, and thought that came out, pretty fun. Obviously I can only do like 2 Anna Griffin cards probably in here, just because of how thick Anna Griffin cards are. But it's still, like, if it fits, it ships, right? It still fits pretty good. These chunky ones, you can only do 2 of them though. Yeah, you can only do 2 of them, and then you still have to add the envelopes. And yeah, so that's what that would look like. But I made this to hold 5x7 envelopes and cards, which I thought would be really fun, that are much slimmer, because a lot of people, they are like, oh my gosh, these cost $1 million to ship. So you want to, I always like to give the thinner ones if I'm giving a a greeting card gift set. I make the thinner ones that are easier to ship for people. So that's what I designed that for. I altered it. The box was their idea. I just made it a little bigger. And so thought that came out super, super fun. And so then, yeah, isn't that cool with the little window though? Like, you can actually see through that. Wasn't that pretty cool? Like, right? Yeah, this is the Book Nook die set, and look what they did with that. That's so pretty. I just love that. And then this paper is phenomenal. I just think that is just gorgeous, right? Oh, and then I changed the sentiment too. This is out of the Book Nook dies as well. It came with these beautiful cut and emboss sentiment stamps. They're so pretty. But yeah, isn't that great? I just love it. Okay, and then this next one. This next one combines I didn't do mine right. I forgot to do a bunch of steps, but I was trying to alter it to make it hold the last project. This is the box. Mine, you're supposed to cut a window. We were supposed to cut a window in the front, and these decorations are supposed to be on the interior box, but I forgot to cut the window because I was excited about making the box to see if my numbers came out properly, and it did. It came out pretty good. And so then this is what I ended up creating. So I ended up having to decorate both boxes, but it's still like this was the design they had, and I think that is so gorgeous. This is vellum. This is all vellum. It's so pretty. I mean, look how gorgeous. These are out of the card dies, that gratitude one there. I mean, gosh, isn't that just lovely? And then I added a little pool ring brad, and for the interior slider box, because this is a slider box, and then added this design to the inside, and I wanted it to hold my journal. What? Isn't that cool? Like, it's a whole slider box. Isn't that neat? Oh my gosh, right? Great idea, right? I just think that is so stinking fun. And yeah, pretty cool. But then this was the last project that we made, was this journal, and there was a holder you were supposed to make. But I ended up doing my traveler's notebook style and then gave it a clear cover so that way I wouldn't wear off the gold from the paper, that it would protect the paper and keep it nice. Added a fun little uh stretchy ribbon, elastic ribbon trim for my closure to keep it all closed and everything inside. So mine still has 3 signatures, but it being traveler's notebook style, that means that my signatures actually slide in and out of stretchy bands, like this. And then on my signatures as well, I changed the style. I only did one like this. I wanted all of them. I wanted all that beautiful paper, and I wanted it to match this box, since this was what I was storing it in. So I went ahead and used the outside cover and the middle signature as the paper we were originally supposed to use, which was this, and then integrated the box covers, the blue and the pink, as my first and third signature. And then in the signatures, I added, these were the pages. Look how pretty the journal pages are. Aren't those gorgeous? Each one, she gave us 3 pages that fold in half to create 3 more pages, obviously. So you get 6 of these total, and just beautiful places to write on. Like, right, double-sided. They're just gorgeous. Look at those. And then I added vellum. Got some pink, purple, and blue vellum from my stash. Added some of the rub-ons that came in the kit, and then also added a couple sheets of copy paper, so that way I have a scratch place to write, jot things down, and just thought that that would be a really good use of space as well, because the journals were a little bit thin, and I wanted to bulk them up a little bit more for my notebook. And so then the second one, so since Traveler's Notebook typically the least amount of signatures you can put in, well, you could put however many you want, but technically it makes 4 bands, so you can have 4 signatures or 4 items secured into the notebook holder. And so my second one, I ended up using a scrap of the jasmine to create a folder to store things in, and thought that would be a fun use of the scrap. And then that way I also get that gorgeous blue paper. I just love this paper. So then the third signature is this one, the one that we were supposed to make. And then added the purple vellum and the rub-on transfers, a couple sheets of copy paper, and so forth. And just thought this came out really fun. And so then this is my third one. same thing. Their signatures, vellum, and then vellum, and then copy paper, and just thought this just came out really, really fun and nice. I just love how this came out. This is so, so pretty. And yeah, and it will be fun to use. And this is just, isn't that just beautiful? I think that is just gorgeous. And I wanted a beautiful place to store it and thought this worked really, really well. I just love this idea so much. I think this is really nice. But then while we were doing the class, I was like, well, I probably ought to take a whack at making what we were supposed to make. So I got some Christmas paper out and created the regular Coptic style binding. I sewed the signatures together, and I cut these, and then when I die cut this, I didn't do a very good job protecting my paper. But I was just going to use it for like Christmas notes and stuff, just to jot down whether little projects or things I need to tend to or whatnot. But tried the sewing, and that is a great technique. And then bound them all together like they did. Ish. I think I got it down a little bit. Used some white twine that I had in my stash, and then this is some of the Christmas Anna Griffin Christmas anthology. The thing I did notice was if you do not run the die that cuts the holes out, I ran all mine together. This was the one that came out like the most perfect. And if I would have laid a piece of copy paper over the top and took the shim out, it would have worked even better, and I wouldn't have schmutzies on my pages. But that's okay. I digress. So basically, though, what I found is you have to run, if you want it to not shift and get the nicest cutting, you have to run the die in straight. So what I did is I actually ran this through my Gemini Pro, since this is only 10 inches wide, and my Gemini Pro cuts, I think it comes up to 14 inches wide. So I put this on my Empress plates and ran it in the die in straight to get a nice even cutting. Because when I was trying to just run it in my regular Empress here, it cut all wonky. It shifted because I was trying to run the die like this, like long ways this way, and it was not a happy camper, and it shifted from my center line. And so yeah, both of these signatures, but since it's mine and I'm just using it it was a practice type deal, so it was all off. Whereas if you would have ran it in straight like this instead of like this, it wouldn't have shifted and moved and made it all janky. So if you haven't cut yours yet and you want to do this, this is a really great, fun technique. I think this personally should be bound, because to me it seems like these signatures would actually have a glue binding strip over the top of it, kind of like a composition book does. They're all glued into a cover. So you get these great signatures like that. Which is what I think it needs. It still needs a cover. It looks unfinished to me this way. Maybe if it was gold, it would look better. I thought about I could have used some red and white twine to make it even more fun because it is Christmas. But yeah, it was kind of it was an afterthought after I got it done. And then once I got it done, I was like, I don't really want to redo it. It's good enough. It was just practice anyways. And then I decided to try their little magazine holder, but I actually created my own out of one piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. This is all one piece of cardstock. It only needed to be 3/4 of an inch thickness to house this, because this isn't even that thick. And so the one sheet of paper actually worked really stinking nice, and made it a 5. It's a 7 by 5 and an 1/8 deep by 3/4 of an inches wide, and sits really nice and holds the little journal really good, really well. So yeah, I thought that came out just super fun. So yeah, and I love this side. I love that these two papers together. It's so pretty. There again, Christmas anthology. This was, let's see, this was 7 3/4 by 12 inches. I scored on the 7 3/4 inch side at 7 inches, to give me a 3/4 inch tab down at the bottom. And then I scored 5 1/8, then 5 7/8, And then I scored 11 at 11, and then 11 and 3/4, which gave me then the end of the page gave me a 1/4 inch tab to adhere it all together. And then when this was laid open on the inside, I just measured over an inch from the top, and then on this, so an inch in from the top, and then 3.5 inches down, and then drew a line from each side and then cut it diagonal. And then, so basically I was measuring an inch from this spine piece here. So an inch from here to here, and an inch from here to here, and then down 3.5, and then down 3.5. So that way it looked magazine style once I was finished with it. And I thought that just came out super cool. And then you just do the flaps like you do a pizza box style or regular box style on the bottom, and it worked really good. So yeah, I thought this just came out really super cute, and right, it worked pretty good. And it's one sheet of paper, it's all continuous, one sheet, so that's pretty fun there. But anyways, that's it, and I wanted to give it a whirl. It's a great idea, and it was really easy to do. This thing didn't take me 10 minutes to make. It was super quick, cutting out all the papers and everything. I just opened up the Christmas anthology box, and it was just about like the first 4 sheets of paper almost. I just snatched them out to make the covers in the box, and added 3 sheets of copy paper to each one, cut down the 10x7, scored on the 10 side at 5, to create a 5x7 notebook. So that actually worked out really well. And yeah, so far, my favorite project out of all of it is definitely this one here. Well, both of those are pretty cool. This one is gorgeous. I just love this paper. I can't wait to gift a greeting card set to somebody. I think that's going to be so fun. But this being that it houses my journal, I think this is like my favorite, and I just love everything about this. I love the patterns, I love the papers. I mean, gosh, right? Oh, that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And then the fact that it holds the journal, and I mean, like, that's so cool, right? That is pretty cool. I am just loving that. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, and this is pretty stellar. The other thing I noticed too was that this is actually made backwards from what I think, because I originally wanted my book to be like this, but in order to get this, I made it backwards. I should have decorated it this way. I should have put this as my front, this is my second one, and then that way my book slides out properly. But because of how I made it this way, if I wanted it to spine to be out, it's backwards. So I'm like, well, that's okay. We'll just put the spine in. I have the band on it. It'll be fine. So yeah, and yeah, but how fun is that, right? Like, right? Oh my gosh, isn't that the prettiest thing ever? Oh, I could almost gift this to someone, I would think. I think somebody would like to get that as a gift. I don't know. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. But God, this is beautiful. And if this would have been a cutout, and that would have been on the other, and how much cooler would that have been? That would have been really neat. Although I think it might have been annoying to slip the box in and out of it. If this would have been super embellished, it might have just kept getting caught or something. Whereas this one, and then you get the 2 designs as well. So I don't know, maybe happy accident. But yeah, I had the 2 boxes already made and everything, and then by the time I remembered I was supposed to do the cutout, I was like, oh, party foul. What do? Move on. Decorate, put a flower on it. So yeah, pretty fun. But yeah, oh my goodness, what was your guys' favorite today? What was your favorite class? Did you guys have fun? Did you have any technical difficulties? My mom, hers just kept going out, and I had a few glitches too, but it wasn't as bad as my mom. I felt so bad for her. She couldn't hear it at all, and then she only could see the video like part of the time. It was kind of a nightmare for her. It wasn't very good. She still had fun and everything, and she got to create cards and stuff. But it didn't go as well. It didn't go as well as I was hoping it would, but mine did pretty good. It wasn't too bad. There was a couple glitches, but for the most part, get in the chat, and for the most part I could watch, but I was crafting all day today and just having a ball. I did catch some of the chats. It was so fun. You guys are great. Oh my goodness. You guys that watch the channel, I saw all the I don't know if I saw all of them. I saw quite a few of the shout outs on the chat and stuff. You guys are amazing. And then I found out my mom was telling me about this whole hype thing. And Lynn had been telling me, she messaged me in the chat sometimes and says, or in the comment section saying that she hypes my videos, which I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know what that was. Well, my mom was saying, well, as a subscriber, I don't know if you have to be a subscriber, but as a YouTube watcher, you get 5 hypes for the week and you can hype a video. And then when I found out what hyping was, is hyping pushes the video to like the basically the top of the list and they promote it more for you. So I was like, oh, how sweet are you guys? Lynn, you are awesome. Mom, you are awesome. They hype my videos for sure. I know quite a few of you other ones probably hype my videos as well. And I was wondering why I was getting more views and stuff. So it's all because of you guys doing that for me and just shout outs and all the love. You guys are amazing. Like the crafting community, like, wow. Big hugs to everybody. You guys are awesome. I just love the crafting community. Everybody is so generous and kind. It's just a fun environment to partake in. It is so cool and everybody is so encouraging and helpful. It's so nice. But yeah, so just thanks so much. And I finally figured out what you guys are talking about and that was so neat. Pretty soon I think I'll catch up with technology. I didn't think I was that bad at technology, but apparently not as savvy as I thought, right? Oh, but anyways, yeah. So tomorrow's going to be another fun day, and I'm going to try to catch up on some of the messages I got in Swap Card. There was just so many of them, and it was so much love. I haven't been able to get back to not too many people, maybe a couple, and so I'm going to try to do that this evening as well as catch up on some of the projects for tomorrow because there's 2 projects for tomorrow I haven't done yet, and I still need to do those and want to share them. I've been having fun with like the book nook and then obviously the post box die and doing the advent things that we did and the cookie boxes and having tons of fun with all the other stuff that I actually forgot about the other 2 projects. And then I'm like, oh shoot, I still have to make those. So I gotta get busy. Anyways, what are you guys working on? Are you all done and prepped and ready? I saw somebody was still prepping yesterday. Hopefully they're getting on it and having fun regardless of what you get done, right? It's just fun to craft and use all our beautiful things. And but hopefully you're having fun and getting as much done as you want to. And let me know what you guys are working on, what your favorite project is. What was the most fun for you guys today while you were participating, if you participated, or if you didn't participate, what are you guys working on? And what are you having fun doing? Since it is Friday, right? In the craft room, hopefully you get the whole weekend to enjoy and have fun and all that goodness. So thanks again, guys, for all the love and the shout out and the support. You guys are amazing. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow and we'll see what we get done, right? And we know it'll be another fun, beautiful day filled of gorgeous things, right? There it is. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.